Good evening. I'm playing with yarn. I need to stop. How is everyone? I decided it was time to make video. Jump right in. Have a little fun. Just make a video. Everyone knows me as Pep Girl 0259. You would think I would know my own username. But I can't check it because it's on my phone, which is what I'm talking to. So, I'm sorry. I'm overly perky right now. I'm trying to calm down. When I get nervous, I get perky. Way more perkier than usual. But, welcome to the YouTube channel. I am the Mechanic Knitter. Original, because A, I am a mechanic, and B, I'm a knitter. How original am I? I just put the two things together that I like doing the most. Yeah. And believe me, it took me forever to try to figure that name out. I think I was actually driving a car at that point in time. One of the company cars that I worked for. Delivering parts. And I finally thought of it. Yes, I was paying attention to what I was doing in the traffic around me. But yeah. Sorry. I know started running. When I decided to come on here and make a video. And yes, I'll probably ramble on, completely lose train of thought of where I was, and go off on some wild tangent, and never come back to where I was. That's just me in a nutshell. I would apologize for it, but it happens all the time, so I know I'm not sorry. It's just who I am. There's like all these thoughts always constantly running in my head. And then when they finally get out, they kind of all come out at the same time. It's just how I am. But I feel like this is a dating service or something. Because do I tell you about me? Do I tell you that I like long walks on the beach? Flowers every night? Nope. Whatever. As a matter of fact, I do not like long walks on the beach. And I think flowers die, so why give them to somebody? I would be just as happy if somebody said, here, a bouquet of yarn. Actually, I think I would be very excited if somebody gave me that. Those are thoughts and possibilities. But I really do. You know, like the dating services, I never did that though, that they had where they videoed it. And you talked, and people would say, hi, my name is so-and-so. I'm a hoo-hoo. I feel like I'm applying for one of them. I can see now. Just click the off button. Just go ahead. Just, I know you want to. It's down there. Beak. Or fast forward, because I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Not at all. And I don't even know how to edit videos, so guess what? You have to watch this whole thing. The whole thing. But maybe I should tell you about myself. I'm Michelle. Y'all know me as Pep Girl if you follow me on Instagram. PepGirl0259. And no, it's not because I was a cheerleader, which I lied. I was a cheerleader in high school. But that is not where I derived my Instagram name from. About 5 years ago. And actually, I worked there for 10 years. I worked at Pep Boys. And since I wasn't a Pep Boy, I was a Pep Girl. Ta-da! Originality at its finest. That's me. I tried. It was just easier to have an Instagram name. Actually, I think everything. Every social media I'm Pep Girl on. Pretty original I am. But anyway, I like to knit. I also crochet. I do not loom knit. I used to a long time ago. Actually, loom knitting is what led into knitting and crochet. Because I used to see, well, here we go. Let's go way back. Way back. Oh, I guess, how many years ago was it? Maybe like 9. Yeah, it's been almost 9 years ago. I had started loom knitting. Because I would see the round looms. They used to have them at Hobby Lobby all the time. And I was like, man, it'd be cool to make my own hats. And so I bought one. Actually, with a coupon. They like 40% off coupon or whatever. And I didn't know nothing about loom knitting. I didn't know you should probably use bulky yarn. Nothing. I just went full force, head on. Let's loom knit. So I made a hat. And it was really light and airy. Had perfect drape, but not the kind of drape you'd want for a hat. And then I made a couple scarves because I bought the long rectangular ones. And I actually got into making a lot of scarves. I still have one of my first ones around. It's back there somewhere because we are in my yarn closet right now. Yes, I do have a closet dedicated to yarn. It is my walk-in closet that has more yarn in it than I think probably clothes. And yes, I'm serious. I'm not ashamed of it though. No, actually I have a ton of t-shirts in here though. As I look up there and no one can see what I'm talking about. Actually, you can see some of it. Oh. But anyway, I stopped loom knitting. I moved. Yeah, that's what it was. I stopped loom knitting like right before I was getting ready to move because I had moved back into my parents' house when I got laid off at the pension company I worked for to go to college. And I double majored in college in automotive service management and business management because my advisor said that you will never turn a wrench your entire life. And he was correct because, you know, leaning over a car really hurts your back after a while. And a lot of mechanics I know have bad backs. So he said, you need something to fall back on just in case. But I'm still in the automotive field, so or what I do now. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. I have no idea where I was going with that. But anyway, after I graduated college, I got promoted to a store manager at Pep Boys. And I moved out and moved to the great Commonwealth of Kentucky, which is where I live now. And 2 weeks after I moved out of my parents' house, my baby brother passed away. I didn't really have to think about that. I don't even know why I paused. And it was a sudden thing, and it happened while he was sleeping, which I guess if you're going to pass away quick and painless and not knowing, I guess, is probably the way to go. So he was 29, if I remember correctly. I'm doing math in my head and I'm tired. But I needed something to keep my mind off of it. So I loom knit. I made a ton of scarves. And the crochet crowd had this one scarf where it was like skinny in the middle, but it would have this fringe on the end. And I made a whole bunch of them. And I did a craft show with a friend of mine. And I sold a bunch of them. And I would hold the yarn double since, you know, I didn't know the difference back then between worsted weight, bulky, fingering. Actually, I didn't even know what fingering weight was back then. But I don't think I ever used bulky yarn on my looms. I mean, ever. Because I didn't know that there was thicker yarn than Red Heart. That's all I knew was Red Heart yarn. That's all I knew. And I still love Red Heart yarn to this day because, you know, they were the ones who got me into this whole yarn thing. But I would hold 2 strands of yarn, the worsted weight Red Heart together, and I would make these scarves. And I made a lot of the blue and white for UK because, you know, that's where I live. And then I made somebody the red and black for UC because, you know, Cincinnati is just right across the river. And yeah, I had a lot of fun making them. Took my mind off a lot of things because, you know, my brother had, like, he was, I don't want to say he was handicapped because you would never know it if you ever met him until he started talking. He was missing part of his brain that connected the corpus. Maybe, I don't know. He had hydrocephalus, if anybody knows what that is. But he was missing the piece that connected both of the brains together in the back that helped drain the water off your head. And he had seizures his entire life. So, you know, I really thought I had, like, when my purpose in life was to take care of him. So, let's not cry. So I loom knit to help. So fast forward actually, I guess it was about 4 months after that, I had to get my toenail cut off. Ingrown toenails suck, just so we all know. And I was bound and determined to learn how to knit. And I loved loom knitting, but I wanted to knit a scarf. Knitting a scarf is not the very first project anybody should ever do. Ever. And I'm left-handed. And I'm the type of left-hander that I write with my left hand, and pretty much that's about it. I can do both things with both hands, though. I can write with my right hand. It's not as pretty as my left hand. And for a left-hander, I have very pretty handwriting, I've been told. I do know some lefties that have some pretty terrible handwriting. They're all mechanics, though, so I don't know if it was just a guy thing or if it's a left-handed thing. I don't know. It's just what I've ever seen. But I eat with my right hand. I eat with my left hand. My hands can both do the same things. I'm ambidextrous, as they like to say. The learning to knit was very hard. I think because one hand wasn't used to doing all the stuff, I was very frustrated. And because I had told myself, okay, toenail removed, taking the day off work, going home, and you're going to sit in bed, because that's what I was told to do, and learn to knit. So after everything, I came home, I took a nap, and I taught myself how to knit. Not well, but I did. And then I discovered YouTube. Actually, I had watched YouTube before, but not as much as when I started knitting and crocheting. I taught myself to crochet because that was a lot easier. But I never really I don't know what it was. I never really made anything. On the loom, I always made scarves. And I did make a hat finally. But still with worsted weight yarn. I don't even remember. I crocheted a shawl out of bulky yarn. That's when I learned what bulky yarn was, because I followed the crochet crowd. Yeah. But then I discovered Pam's channel when I was crocheting. I don't even know how I found it. I think it was suggested because I was looking up loom knitting things, and it was her Pam Loomer channel. I do believe that's what it was. And then all these knitting podcasts, which made me want to knit. So that's what I do now. I knit and crochet. I don't loom knit, like I said. I love watching people loom knit. It's very relaxing to me. But anyway, I've talked long enough, haven't I? Yeah. But my knitting is complete therapy to me. My middle brother passed away 4 years, almost 4 years to the date that my baby brother passed away. And if it wasn't for knitting, it'd have been a tough time. I made a cow in 2 days. That's what kind of stress therapy. It works because it helps when I have a bad day at work. I just come home and squish yarn. And I knit and I crochet. And then everything's better. I even do it when I go to lunch at work. Everything's better when you knit and crochet. And whatever craft you decide to do. But anyway, no one cares about all that. No one cares. Although I do like knowing the history of people. But let me show you a finished object. Now, a seasoned veteran would have brought, and I just totally blanked. Oh my gosh. I call them sock blockers, but I'm pretty sure they're not. Yeah, they are sock blockers. A seasoned veteran, or a seasoned person, or a person who was very well prepared would have brought her sock blockers in to the yarn closet, but she didn't. Oh well. But I finally finished my socks. And see, they would be so much prettier if they were on a sock blocker right now, wouldn't they? But this yarn is, oh here, look, hold on. I do have 2 of them. This yarn is the Suburban Stitcher. It's March Hare. I love that color. And that subtle hint of pink you see when I hold that up, that is on there. I don't know how she does her yarn. Actually, I probably don't want to know because it would ruin the whole magic of how people dye yarn for me. But just the subtle hints. It's like you can see the pink and you can see like washes of blue. I love her yarn. Her yarn is so beautiful. But I need to wash these and block them. I haven't even done that. And this is the way I used to knit my socks. It was like 10 rounds of twisted rib. And then 20 rows of just knit. Stockinette, I guess. Fish lips kiss heel. Knit the foot. Back then I didn't have a formula of how far I needed to go. And then a rounded toe. Because that's all I like doing. I don't like the pointy toe. I used to do the pointy toe all the time. And then I found the rounded toe. And I fell in love. And I used to knit my socks toe up. I did used to knit my socks toe up, as a matter of fact. And then somebody, it's Danny's girl, had asked me if I ever tried the Fish Lips Kiss Heel, which I had never. I had bought the pattern, but never tried it. So ever since then, I have become a cuff down girl with a Fish Lips Kiss Heel. Because that heel flap and gusset thing, I hate picking up stitches. And I always do my socks on magic loop with 2.75 millimeter needles because I have a wide foot and I think I cast on like, depending on the yarn, it's like 64 stitches, 64 or 68. I think these are actually 68. And I just dropped my thing. Yeah, they're pretty. I love these. And I have a plastic bin that I keep these in, so I need to put these away. And unfortunately, that is the only finished thing that I have because, you know, I don't have time. I have a full-time job where I work about 60, 70, 80 hours a week sometimes, so... Ooh, not after today, though. Which, I'll save that for later, if I remember. But, I do have a half object. I got a hoe! Should we do it? Sorry. Did I mention I'm slap happy because I was at work all day? But, and you have to excuse me, I still have my stitch markers on here. There's my sock. That's my half object. Now this is the new way that I make my socks. 20 rows of twisted rib. 30 rows for the leg. Fish lips kiss heel. 60 rows for the foot. And then a rounded toe. And this gorgeousness right here. Right here. This, well, back then was Mad Dust Kitties. Now it is Pam Lions. This is her Alien Experiment colorway. This was that's a one of a kind actually, because this is when she was trying to figure out what color she was going to go with. And I started on the second sock. I've been working on this at work when I go to lunch. That's as far as I got. I think I have like 6 more rows and then I can start knitting. Just doing stockinette. Don't you like the red in there? Kind of blows it out, but it's terrible lighting in here. I love this. I love Pam's yarn. It's so soft. If you ever get a chance to get some, I would. And this has the sparkles in it. I don't know if you can see them, and I know everybody says that, but I don't care because I love this. Squish, squish. So anyway, I really need to put things away as I go. This is going to kill me. Oh, let's put this in here. So, I'll leave these out. Staying along the knitting lines, and then I just made a complete mess because that's what I do. Yeah. Can you tell I'm unorganized? This is it's actually a knit along that I'm doing with Eat Sleep Knits because they are doing the yarnathon that they do every year, I'm assuming. I don't remember how I found out. Oh, I was watching some girls Vlogmas and realized they do it. And then you get like prizes and stuff. But this is the Zara shawl by Amba O'Brien, if I remember correctly. That's the front. Kind of looks like a thong. Okay. It's actually really pretty. I love this whole slip stitch thing right here. It's actually really, 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 really cool. So the very beautiful yarn right here, that would be some hedgehog fiber, the teacup colorway, which I've always wanted this yarn. Always wanted some of this yarn. I really does look like a thong. It looks like a man's thong. I just... I'm sorry. The one kid at work says I laugh at my jokes too much. I'm not really laughing at a joke. I'm just laughing at a complete statement right now. But what looks gray to me colorway, although sometimes it kind of looks purple. It is the Dream in Color Smooshy. And this is the New York City colorway. It was exclusively dyed for Eat Sleep Knit for their yarnathon. Ta-da! For this year. It's called the Around the World yarnathon. I love this. And I have not given this thing any love for the last week. I'm going to hold myself to working on this. I'm off this Thursday and Friday because, you know, it's a racing season. And all things Daytona are on the next week. And tomorrow, as a matter of fact, is the Clash. I am a huge NASCAR fan. I can't tell you how much I love me some NASCAR. But anyway, these are being knit on size 5s. And yes, this is like overkill. Complete overkill on needles. But when they're on needles that long, like this is a 60-inch cable. Oh, excuse me. Fuzzies from yarn. It keeps things from falling off for me. Because I know it's going to happen. So I put them on long cables. I have to. I do not like picking up stitches like I said before. And believe me, if I'm the one who caused it, I don't like doing it even more. But here's the very messy cake of the New York City colorway. See, to me, and I'm very sorry if you see my hair, I can't help it. I have so much hair. It's everywhere. I think I'm a dog deep down inside. But there's to me it has like an undertone of purple or something. Purple or blue. It's gorgeous. It's squishy. It's smooshy, just like they say it is. Squish, squish. But then, on to the crochet. Because one simply just does not have knitting projects going on. I got so excited I knocked things over. I was knitting on, well, I'll just show you because I frogged it. I don't know what it is about this yarn. This yarn wants to be something else. At one point in time, these were going to be socks. This was going to be socks. And I didn't like it, so I frogged it. So then I started knitting some more socks. And I didn't like it, so I frogged it. So it's back to being a cake. One of these days, because I can't speak, I'm going to figure out what this is going to be. It might be a shawl. At this point in time, I have no idea. And by the way, that is being housed in my makeup bag. A makeup bag that my grandma gave me. And there's my pin from Eat Sleep Knit, because I completed the USA part. Let's put that back in there. Alright, on to the crochet. So, Hirschner's, we all know who that is, don't we? Sent me a catalog. Actually, they send me catalogs all the time. And there was this blanket in it that I really completely, totally loved. I don't know why. It caught my eye. And I said, oh my gosh, I need to make you. So, and that's what I've been doing. My other problem is what did I just do with the pattern? bad knitter. Bad knitter, bad crocheter, bad vlogger, bad podcaster. Next time, I need to be organized. But this is, that's the throw. The Magnificent Mandala throw. Ta-da! And the yarn that I have for this one is actually this color, so it matches. And as long as I don't pull out 5 million stitches, this is what I got so far. Ta-da! I thought I was going to get through this entire thing without my phone ringing. Didn't happen. So anyway, back to what I was saying. That's all I have so far. I think this is beautiful. I completely love this. I can't wait till it's finished. They actually give you in the kit, they give you a needle to, I guess, weave in all the ends. But this is my ball of yarn. And then here's the cake, not completely torn up. This yarn is just absolutely gorgeous. It is beautiful. It's soft, it's fuzzy, it's got like weird halo type thing going on. This is going to make a beautiful, beautiful throw. I'm really enjoying this. It's very therapeutic because it's like all the same stitches right now. I'm okay with that. For right now, anyway. Let's put this over here. Because I don't need all this mess in my life. Alright, so let's put you there. And now this other thing that I'm working on, I must say, if you are, it's Karen, is it Woolley? I hope I'm saying it properly. She's doing a mystery shawl knit along. Not knit along, crochet along. And this is week 1. The clue was just released on the 7th, I believe. If you're doing this and you haven't started it, please look away. Because I'm going to feel really bad if I show somebody. I haven't finished all of clue 1, but I don't. I'll feel bad if somebody is doing this and I ruin what think they're getting ready to work on. I feel really bad, actually. But this is what I've done so far. It's not even all the way done. I don't even know how many rows I have left to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 13 more rows to go. I love these colors. It's supposed to be done out of DK weight yarn with a size G hook. I'm pretty sure I bought this at AC Moore, actually, to show you my little haul I got from them. I got this at AC Moore the other day because they were having a huge yarn sale as usual. Who is this? The Stitch Studio by Nicole. The Storybook Fairy Tale Yarns. The colorway Country Pink. I love this color, actually. And I'll show you the other yarn I bought from there, too. But you're only supposed to need 650 yards. And this is 765, approximately, it says. And it says this, you can use a G hook on it, but I think a G hook would have made this too stiff. I don't think this would have been, and this itself to me isn't very drapey. So I don't know, we'll see. This is only clue 1. And like I said, I'm not even finished with clue 1 all the way. I really love these colors. Let's put this over here. And that's really all I'm working on, to be quite honest with you. really all I've been working on. I have other projects, but I haven't touched them in like forever, so we ignore them. They are in the whip of shame. Not really. It's just, you know, the whole squirrel thing. Ooh, pretty. That's me. So, now comes to my favorite part. The shopping. Where to begin? Where to begin? I honestly couldn't tell you. Well, let's start off with the first thing that I bought at the beginning of the year, because it was actually a New Year's Eve or New Year's Day sale, New Year's Eve sale. I don't remember. Maybe I should put some elevator music in all these times where I'm just turning around trying to find things. I would apologize, but I'm not sorry for the crinkle. I am sorry that you have to look at my forehead. I also need to figure out a better setup, but you know what? That will come. Now it's right here in front of my face. So, since Hirschner's was having a sale, I don't remember. I think it was like a 19% off sale because it was 2019 plus you got, it was like 19 cents shipping and handling or something. It was just weird. So I got another one of these, but I got it in this color here, which I don't remember what color this is. Oh, it's called Umami? Use something. A bunch of blues. And I'm going to make this for my mom, I believe. It's either this one or this one. So I got this one also. And I think this color is called Mushroom. It would be really cool if it was turned around. Yes. Mushroom. Which I think, I don't know, I'm undecided. I think I might give my mom this one. But I don't know why I bought 3 of them. I know I bought one in the colors I like to see if I like doing it. And I know my mom likes these. So when I get done with that one that I'm working on for me, I'll start on this for her. Which actually, I don't know. I'm undecided. I'll figure it out eventually. And I'm going to put these over here for right now. I know I bought those first. And now, you have to remember all of the stuff that I've bought in the last month. I want to say I have. I may have bought some that I had to pre-order or something. I don't remember. Oh! Here's what's next. Right after Christmas, because I decided to treat myself. Actually, I think it was with Christmas money. Because people have gotten smart. They just give me money. Buy your own stuff. I ordered from Honey Bee Knits. I don't know if anybody knows who she is. But she's awesome, just so we all know. I ordered some of her yarn. Actually, I ordered 5 skeins of her yarn. I like her holiday sock club thing that she does every month, I believe that's what it is. Yeah. Which I'll show you what the February one is, so I know everybody has to have this by now. But anyway, from Honey Bee Knits, I ordered... I'm probably going to put on some glasses, ain't I? Because I can't read. Oh. Hello? I don't like wearing these because they reflect too much. This is Major Nelson in her Queen Bee base, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. Ta-da! Ta-da! Look at that squishy loveliness. Look at purple right there. I like that. I love all of her yarn. This is the I Dream of Jeannie collection, basically. This is the Genie and the Master. And this is on her Queen Bee base also. The purple. And the pinks. I love this. I love this. This is the Lady in the Bottle. And this is on her worker base. This is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. Those colors! This is me right here. I'm going to tell you that now. This is so me. Oh. And if you watched my Instagram stories, you'll know. Look at that. Oh, I don't care. Who needs to have a format? I stalked a shop for an update. I had to. Junk Yarn did, I guess like it's a it was a Galentine. Never even heard of this before. Update. And she did her interpretation of like Barbie. I ordered every single one of them. I can't wait to get them. More on that later. Now, when those come in, I'll show them to you. And this is, oh, my stars. Look at it. Ugh. I love these colors. And this is on the Queen Bee base also. Look at it. She has some great yarn. Great, great yarn. I love the colors. And I think she said she's going to be at the Kentucky Fiber Festival, which I put in to take a vacation for that week. Actually, in the middle of the week to the middle of the next week. I guess I should start saving up now. She's going to be there. I'm going to be buying some yarn. I already know this. So then, yeah, we'll just start with what's right in front of me. I ordered from the lemonade shop, which you have to wait to get the yarn because it has to be dyed and everything. But shrimp boat, come on, have you ever? This is on the Mighty Sock base, 75/25 merino nylon, 459 yards. The lemonade shop. Look at that! Oh, I have no idea what this wants to be. But when I saw this, I said, yes, you may come home to me. I shall adopt you, and I shall love you, and hug you, and squeeze you. I love this. I especially love that up there. I love all my little yarn equally, just so we all know. And then this, hold on, I'm getting ready to say a bad word. Cover your ears if you don't like it. It's called Shitstorm. Actually, she blanked out the I, but it's Shitstorm. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Does it not look like an oil slick? This is beautiful. Look at those colors. I can't even. Oh, it does translate well onto this camera. Oh my gosh. Hello. Oh, squishy loveliness. Well, I guess I can put the lid on that one. Ta-da! Oh! Yeah, that ain't going down, is it? I don't understand why one side of this will go in really easily. I have this little plastic tote. I put socks in here, but I have other stuff in here right now too, so I have yarn in here. Oh. should we look at next? Let's put you here. This is probably a bad idea, but we're going to go with it. Alright, so then I ordered because I saw this when I was on Eat Sleep Knit's website, which this wasn't the knit along I thought it was supposed to be that you could do. But Jimmy Beans has this 12-month knit along where they send you some yarn to do a Madeline Tosh shawl. It's a Mad Tosh knit along. And I don't want to... You get 12 mini skeins consisting of 80 yards. You have to use US 5 needles, which somewhere I had some because I said I'm going to tuck them into this box so I can start knitting, and I lost it. Oh, there they are. I bought some more needles so I can shove them in this box. Because I need to cast this on. And then this was the first yarn that we got. This is part 1. It doesn't say what color it is. That's what I don't understand. Oh. Really? Way to go, Michelle. Oh, it is in here. Oh, it's called Ceremony, January of 19, 100% merino wool. Huh. Here's the color. I swear this is blue and not purple. Yeah, to me, yeah, it ain't coming up good. It's very soft. Oh my gosh, it's so soft. But I thought it was a pretty cool idea to do. If I can get this. Oh, that's what it's supposed to look like at the end. Huh. But that's the shawl that we're knitting. That there. It's very hard to do. Huh. Okay. And I need to cast that on because, you know, I need to cast on the project. I have nothing better to do I? But I do have that extra free time, as I said before. Oh, what am I going to do with all this? Oh, I still need to put all this stuff away. So then, let's just go here. Well, no, actually, yeah, who cares? After a meeting, was it last week? Yes. Or the week before, I don't remember. My weeks all ran together. I worked like 70-some hours last week. All my days are the same now. There's nothing different for me. Well, this is what you get for tying a bag and then going, oh, I'm going to make a podcast and show people what I've done. I went to Joann's after a nice long 9-hour meeting. Because I just felt the urge. I haven't been in Joann's in a while. But they got me some Premier Everyday yarn. I like that color. I'll make a hat out of it. It's only 180 yards. For as much as this cost, and it's 100% acrylic anti-pilling. For as much as this cost, and I swear it was like $3.99, $4.99. It's only 180 yards. But I saw the colors and I really want to try them. There's those. What color is this? Rude. Don't tell anybody the colors. It's Parfait. It's really soft. Oh my gosh, this is soft. It kind of reminds me of I Love This Cotton, but it's not. And this color is Lilac Ridge. Yeah, I get that too. I feel that vibe. It really feels like a Hobby Lobby yarn. It feels like I love this cotton, but it's not cotton. Well, that's new. And then I stumbled upon the Cupcake yarn by Lion Brand. There it would be this color, Pot of Gold. Now, okay, if it's supposed to be Pot of Gold, and I know sometimes on videos stuff goes a little crazy and it doesn't look like the color it is, but there is no gosh darn gold in this entire cake. Unless this is supposed to be gold and I just think it's green. I don't see no pot of gold. I see really pretty blue with green. Now, the pot of gold I would think would be pot of gold would be this one. Because this screams to me, and you see this was going to be a project that I frogged. That to me says, hello, pot of gold. Shiver me timbers. No. The Blarney Zone. There we go. Shiver me timbers. Wouldn't that be like pirate speak? That is not leprechaun speak. What is leprechaun speak? The Blarney Stone. The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? I don't know. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sure people have turned off by now. Oh. To me, this is pot of gold. I have no color what this is. No color what this is. I have no idea what this color is because I can't remember. And I lost the ball band. Ta-da! And then because this is Michelle on a cake. Bright and sunny, but pretty pink. I just love these colors together. What is this? Spring Break. Completely get Spring Break. Also reminds me of Easter. Because it does. So then, I saw this really cute pom-pom. I have no idea what hat I'm going to put this on. I like it because it's like, it's black tipped. And it's really hard to see. But I saw it and I was like, ooh, that's a pretty pom-pom. No idea what I'm going to put it on, like I said, because A, I don't have any yarn I think this will go with. But something just drew me to this blue. So then, as I was walking down the aisle, and that's where I did put the Instagram post of who in the hell likes that goofy ass loopy yarn. You know, that's marked down everywhere and in clearance because nobody bought it. Who tested that? What test market did you bring that to? What consumer panel did that yarn company bring it to? Was it Premier Yarns? I even think Michael's Loops and Threads made it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go visit your local yarn store. Like Michael's or Joann's. And go see the loopy yarn. To each their own, I guess. To each their own. I just can't find a reason to buy it. I want to like all yarn. I really do. Not so much that. So then, I found Shawl in a Cake. Now, here's the first one. This is 481 yards. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Mindful Mauve. Mauve. That to me looks more purple. That to me would have been really cool, called Amethyst Geode. And there you are, all yarn dyers. Amethyst Geode could be your next color. I like that though. It does. It reminds me like Amethyst Geode. I like rocks. Just so we all know. I should have brought my amethyst and compared it, and you would have seen exactly what I'm seeing right now. I really love that color. I like how fuzzy this yarn is. Lion Brand, man. Way to go. Stepping up the game. And then what's this one? This is Half Moon. I love this. Look how bright that is. That is awesome. That is just way too cool. I have no words for this. And then the best thing, the color that caught my eye is what drew me over to there. It's called Jade Pool. Now see, me, Jade Pool, I can almost buy this. I don't see where they get completely jade at, but I can see it. They should name some of their colorways after rocks and stones and crystals. I really like that. That's pretty. And I'll be damned if, I was getting ready to say, there better not be a knot right there. I don't think there is, or I just ripped it apart. I really like that. I'm assuming that's like a dark gray. Oh, well maybe there is the jade. The darker green. I had not been to Joann's in like forever. So that explains why I haven't seen these things. I've just been going to, they opened up an AC Moore down by where I work, so when y'all have been talking about AC Moore and I had no clue what you were talking about, we finally got one in Ohio. We're supposed to be getting one in Kentucky down in Newport, which none of you have no idea what I'm talking about, so but which is like 10 minutes from where I live. But it isn't open yet. Maybe they'll give Michaels a run for their money, and maybe Michaels will start getting different colored yarn instead of the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. We all know they have the same color yarn 5 years in a row. And we also all know that we only go there for the cakes anymore, because the impeccable yarn is the same color over and over and over again. Every now and then give me a new color. Come on now. So then, speaking of AC Moore, since we're talking about them, and they were having a sale, so I decided to partake in the sale. It was a long day at work. They had their cotton like 4 for $5 or something like that. So I got that. And I got that. And some pink and the blue. Now, I should probably tell you what color these are. Flamingo Splash. Right? Right? Yes. Oh, those colors. These all remind me of like an Easter basket or something. Robin's Egg. Well, I guess I am getting close to the Easter basket. Now I need one to say is bunny and we're okay. Violet Splash. Oh, that's really pretty. And this has to be tangerine or something. Color. Oh, yeah. Guess what? Tangerine Splash. Maybe your company needs to employ me. So then I got some more of that fairy tale yarn. The storybook fairy tale. This is Turquoise Mist. It was on sale for $5, which I thought for 765 yards, that's a steal. So if I like that shawl that I make, I'm going to use this to make more. Because this I love. And I don't know what it is. Hello, sidebar tangent. I have been feeling the grays and the pinks lately. Like, I have been craving a gray with a soft pink. I don't know if that's why I went for this, but oh, I have been nonstop thinking about gray and soft pink and white. And I don't know what brought this on, but it's been nonstop in my head. I'm either going to have to knit something with those three colors, which I may do when I get done with the crochet, mystery crochet shawl, after I figure out what it's supposed to look like, because that is supposed to be a three-colored shawl, and I'm not following it. I'm only using one color. That would be the mystery crochet along, just so we know. That would be this thing. That thing. It's supposed to be 3 different colors, but I'm only making it one. And then something about this said, buy this, country blue, and if you like the shawl, you can make your mom one. My mommy likes my crochet. And my shawls. And my knitting. And then I decided to get some stuff to make my own stitch markers. But you know what the cool thing is? I have a ton of beads here at home, because I used to like to make crochet jewelry with crochet thread. I even have the tiny hooks. See, there's the lobster clasp that I've been looking for. And I have a bunch of this stuff from Michael's already. So that was the AC Moore haul. And you know what? We're not done. You better have gotten yourself a drink. We're almost finished. Where do we go to next? So, let's swing on back to Honeybee Knits. Now, this is the Holiday Sock February 2019 Love Story Set. Look at this. Look at the mini. I love that color. Look at the purple in there. Oh, and this stuff, this is so bright. It almost looks orange on the screen right now that I'm seeing. It is the brightest pink ever. And I mean, ooh, hold on. Let's leave those back on. Oh, there we go. And I mean bright. It is so bright. It looks orange on the screen. This is gorgeous. I think I'm going to knit some socks out of this for February. Because I'm almost, well, I mean, I'm a third of the way through my alien sock, so it's time to cast on another. Look at that purple. Oh my gosh. And this was on her worker bee base. Guys, I cannot convey to you how bright the pink, I guess you can tell how bright pink this is. It's like bright neon. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. So there's that. We'll save this for last. And then, who had an update? Homespun House had an update, and I needed these minis in my life. Are we ready? These are her Celestial minis. Look at these. Look at that green down there. I just now noticed that. I never noticed that until now. These are so pretty. And I was like, oh, I have to make something. So I got this also because, you know, I just totally adore working with dark yarn. This is Ash and her soft sock. It's a 7525, 470 yards. Hello. She has some more. Gosh, this is beautiful. So I figured this could make something. I don't know what. I'll figure it out. I almost thought about doing a Land of Sweets cow, I think is what it is. Who's that by? Is it Helen Stewart? I want to say yes. I just love this. See, now that I'm showing you guys all this, I'm going to take it out of my bag. Because I'm getting tired of seeing it in there. Alrighty. So then, my monthly installment of Eat, Sleep, Knit, because once a month I treat myself to them, so I can carry on in the Yarnathon. On Instagram, on the IGTV, I showed you the New York colorways. There was the USA colorways. These are the exclusive ones for Scotland. And if you go to their website, eatsleepknit.com, they show you the around the world yarn. But this is the one for Scotland in the Dreamin' Color Smooshy sock. I love that green. Green's my favorite color. You wouldn't be able to tell that by all the pinks and purples and blues and stuff that I have, but I'm an equal opportunity lover of color. But this is their 85-15 fine merino wool. Ooh, that's why it's so squishy. That's beautiful. And then the Western Sky Knits version of Scotland. This is in their Magnolia sock. It's 80-10-10. Superwash merino, cashmere, and nylon, 400 yards. Look at that. Although I can tell you, that is really like a deep navy blue, not purple. That pop of green just says it all right there. And it's so soft. Western Sky Knits, I've never had any of their yarn until the Eat Sleep Knits did this thing. This is gorgeous. Very soft yarn. Very, very soft yarn. And because I got a $5 credit, I just couldn't stop there. I have a plan for this other yarn. I just haven't executed it yet because the knit-a-thon with the hedgehog fibers and the Amba O'Brien knit along ends March 31st, so I have to have that shawl done by March 31st. And you get like yardage based off of and added to your account for the Yarnathon, because you got to get up to like 10,000 yards or something like that, which is not that easy like I thought it was going to be. But there's different knit-a-thons going on through the year, so you can get yarn. See their website for more details. I am not being paid to say that. I just happen to visit her website frequently. But anyway, this is Mad Tosh. What is this? Tosh Merino Light. Their Fiji colorway. Come on now. I've noticed a pattern. I like bright, bright, bright colors. And I believe Pam noticed that pattern too when I won a giveaway from hers, and she already knew what yarn I was going to pick out of the however many it was. And then this is Mad Tosh Light and Merino Light in the citrus colorway. They go together. I think what I call the second quarter knit along is a fade knit along, but you can do Stephen West's dotted rays shawl, and I've always wanted to make one of those. And you can do like a 4-color one, and I have some more colors that I want to use for it, but I even think like my smooshy sock would be perfect for a 3-color one. really would. Thanks. So then, oh, there's more. And please don't tell me I don't need to waste my money on yarn, because I'm not wasting my money. I use my yarn. And I believe that buying yarn is as much as a hobby as knitting it or crocheting it. I have a yarn budget. I really do have a yarn budget. I pay my bills and then I buy yarn. I saw Instagram is the devil. Instagram makes me spend my money. Because normally I just say, scroll past. And I'll go, ooh, that's pretty. But then I scroll past because I don't need it. And then I go, ooh, that yarn was so pretty. And then I go, oh, let's find this yarn again. And then if I see it like 2 or 3 more times, I say, it was meant to be, you need to buy. So the story behind this yarn, I saw it on Instagram and instantly I had to have it. Which happens a lot. But then I go, no, you don't really need that. But this yarn, I had to have. So I went to the website and it was completely sold out. I was like, oh, I guess it wasn't meant to be. And then I was at lunch one Saturday and was scrolling through Instagram and I saw the yarn again because they had a shop update. And I said, oh my gosh, I've got to get this yarn. So somebody who was there while I was eating lunch just completely died laughing and said, you are obsessed. So I ordered it. And there it is. I love it. It is called Fairy Witchcraft. It's by Sock Obsession Yarns. It's a 75-25, 463 yards. Like, just look. It's like there's this patch of dark and then whoa, it's the light coming out of it. It's just like it glows. Words can't even. Oh. This is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. Although I do say that about every yarn. Just, I can't even convey to you just the way that when I seen this, I saw the purple, but then I saw this right here, right there. And it just said, wow. I don't know if I can make socks out of this though. I don't know if this should be around my neck. Or if I do make socks, I need to do the one thing that I swear to you that I make fun of people for doing. I need to buy sandals and wear socks with them. I'm sorry if you do that. You do you. You do you. Don't listen to me. I just don't understand socks and sandals together. But for this, I may do that. I may break my fashion faux pas. That is a fashion pet peeve of mine. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. If you do that, I'm sorry. It's just my opinion. It's just something I don't like. Okay. Stop living on the yarn. I've wasted enough of everybody's time. Now. I saved the best for last. And I just don't say that either. Because we all know Pam. Oh. Somebody's broadcasting on Twitch right now that I like. It's probably not a good idea to record on my phone. But we all know Pam. she was Mad Dust Kitties. She had a yarn shop. So, I don't remember when it was. I noticed one of her IGTVs or whatever. She was getting the yarn dyeing bug again. And I love Pam's yarn. I love Pam's yarn. The colors, the story behind the colors, how she talks about it. I just love it. And the fact that she only dyes like 2 or 3 skeins at a time makes it just that much, it just makes it special. And other yarn dyers only dye like 2 or 3 also, you know. Not everybody dyes them in like 30 of them to a batch. Not everybody does that. But I always find Pam's yarn special. Because it is. Maybe it's because I know the stories behind them. Because she comes on Instagram and talks about them. But anyway, back when it was Mad Dust Kitties, I ordered a bunch of it. Which is where the alien experiment, abduction, I can't remember because I'm pretty sure I lost that tag. That's where that sock yarn came from. And I have a bunch of it up there. A bunch of it. Actually, I think there's 5 skeins or 6, no, 4 skeins of it up there. I don't think you really care. But anyway, she opened her shop again under Pam Lines. And I was a very excited girl. So, I got a few skeins because I was excited. And I stalked her shop waiting for an update because there was a couple colorways I really wanted. I specifically went to lunch at work to order some yarn from her. And then I tied this yarn and now I can't get it undone. This is why Michelle should not be around bags. I tie everything, I tie it too tight, and then I can't get it open. And now you have to wait. And wait. And wait. Let's watch the crazy woman open up her yarn bag. Let's see if she can get it untied. Oh no, did she? Oh yes, she did. So, this is the first one. This is Charlie, because it was an experiment of her trying to get to her American Goth. Look, that colorway is just... Experiment or not, this is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, is this gorgeous. Look at the blue specks. Ooh, there's way more speckles down there. There's more speckles. Oh, look. It's little tiny speckles over here. Oh, I love this. And Pam's yarn is so soft. And then, when she had her shop before, I meant to order this yarn, and I never did. And I kept kicking myself in the booty for not. Because I thought I had ordered it, but I had ordered her Cement Pond colorway. And we all know what the Cement Pond theory references to. Maybe some of y'all don't. I don't know. Have you watched Beverly Hillbillies? But anyway, this is the 70-25-5 because it's got stellina in it. This is Tea in the Garden. I love this. I loved it so much, and I kept kicking myself in the butt for not ordering this. I'm so happy she opened up her shop again, and then I got some. This is gorgeous. This is so pretty. And the biggest thing is, I don't know where Pam gets her yarn, but I've ordered yarn from other people that, you know, is the sparkly kind. And what I don't like is the stellina comes out because it's not wrapped good enough with the yarn, I guess. But I don't know where Pam gets hers from. It stays in with the yarn. And it's so sparkly and pretty. So then the next one was the Burbs. I love this too. All the colors, man. Just all the colors. I don't know what draws me to this. I think it was the gray and the blue, because I love the blue so much. Because look at that blue. That color of blue right there. I love this too. I need to stop saying I love this. Eventually somebody's going to think something's wrong with me. But then, she did add some tea, which I have not tried yet, which I think I might try when I get done recording this. Because I'm not going to fix all this until tomorrow probably, or the next day, I don't know. So this is the infamous snowman colorway. As you can tell by the orange and the blue. Oh, I love this. And look at that blue specks. It's just way too cute, man. Oh, it's just so gorgeous. Snowman. And now, see, now I have a toss-up. Cherry Cordial right here. When I saw this on her vlog that she did, I told myself, you will buy this yarn. Because I saw it before it was reskeined and then after. And all I kept telling myself is you will buy this yarn. Maybe I'll make socks out of this. That would be really cool. Oh, I can do both. I can do honeybee nuts and Pam's yarn. Along with the 20 other projects I got going on. That's another one. I love this color. Gosh, I love this color. It really does, man. As soon as I pulled this out of the bag, this guy that works for me actually said, is that yarn called Cherry Cordial? Either he heard me talking about it, or no, I don't think he was he there when I ordered the yarn? I don't think he was, but he knew. Kudos to him. Because he completely got it too. That was the whole thing. And I think because he said the deep red is what gave it away with the brown. He said it's like the cherry cordials you bite into and there's the pieces of cherry that's in them. Which I always thought that's what a cherry cordial was, but... Well, I think I've rambled on long enough. Nobody needs to say anything else. I think I've shown all I can possibly show. I'm very sorry if I bored you with my yarn purchases and my oohing and my awing. All my other cool stuff that I said that I have no idea what I just said to you. By the way, and I don't know how I can do this without, well, it doesn't matter if it shows you my address because A, it's a work address, and if you want to stalk me, you can stalk me at work. I don't work there anymore. Well, not at that particular store. But, let's see. Can I do this without? Look what Pam wrote on the bottom of that. Caution. Do you see that? It says caution. Package contains uncontrollable squishiness. Oh, I laughed so hard when I saw that. and then the other one said, caution, smiles enclosed. She was not lying. Oh, Pam. I think Pam still does have a few skeins of yarn in her shop. You should all go check it out. Pamby Lions. But I want to thank y'all for hanging out and probably being completely bored out of y'all's minds. Honestly, can't tell you what I said in the last hour, 2 hours, whatever it's been. I can't tell you. Hopefully, in probably a couple more weeks. Maybe at the end of the week, because I have some yarn that's coming in. This is yarn I pre-ordered, so it's not like I just bought it. Not like the junkyard. The junkyard yarn that I just bought. Thank y'all for hanging out. And thank you for taking the time to watch the video if you decided to stick around as long. Maybe next time I'll be more organized. I really need to clean my yarn room up. I'm off for 2 days in a row this week. I'm off 2 days. Oh my gosh. I ain't gonna know what to do with myself. I know one of those days is gonna be completely just a knitting day. Knitting and crochet. But tomorrow I'm gonna work on my emboss shawl. The Zaria shawl. I don't know what it's called. I don't even know why I talk, because I don't know what I'm talking about. The Zaria? I don't know. You saw it. You know what I'm talking about. Tomorrow when I get off work, I'm going to work on that. And I'm going to do laundry tomorrow. Yay me. And because it's so nice and cold again, we're actually supposed to get some snow tomorrow. Yeah, we are. Like snow wintry mix or something. And then it's supposed to get warmer again and then rain. If I think about it, I'll take some video. Actually, I won't be going home that way anymore. I might on Wednesday if it's still light outside. I don't think I get off too late, it'll be dark. On my way home, I go by the Ohio River. And the Ohio River is up very, 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 very high. It was actually scary on the way home tonight because it's actually near the street and it never is. Because I looked over and I was like, whoa. Yeah, and I did a whoa. Because normally I take the expressway and I go across a bridge, so you don't, it's actually pretty high to where I don't have to lean over in the car to see it. I can actually just look over my shoulder if I'm stuck in traffic and see water, which that's not normal with all the rain and everything. And I mean, things are flooded and flooded bad. I don't know if it's at flood. I don't think it's at flood stage yet, but down on Kellogg Avenue, which is in Cincinnati, Ohio, down by Old Coney is what we call it. It actually, well, actually before Old Coney also, they have the barricades already along the side of the streets to block it off, so people can't go on the street. And they closed. There's the California Nature Preserve is down there. Not that anybody cares about this. They've actually shut that down because there's a dam back there, and you can see the water is completely, it's everywhere. And I've never seen that creek that high before, ever. Yeah. Hopefully nobody gets stuck in some flood water, because that would be a good thing. But anyway, I need to stop rambling. Tomorrow I start my new position in my new store. Let me tell you. No more stress. I'm so excited. One of my managers made me a cake as a going away present. It was really good. He made it from scratch. He told me he was making a cake, and I thought he was like baking it out of a box cake, and which I totally would have loved it anyway. But he made from scratch a cake, and let me tell you what. At first I thought he was lying, because it sure as heck tasted like some Duncan Hines. It was so good. And he even handmade the icing, like from scratch, just everything. He put chocolate chips in the cake. It was so rich. Oh my gosh, it was so rich. But it was good. I'm very impressed. I told him he has a career as a baker if he wanted to be. And he told me no. But yeah, I was touched. And then he gave me a card, but he told me I wasn't allowed to read it till I came home, and I understand why. I call him my princess. Long story. Just it's a joke between the two of us, so. He's a good worker. He's a good kid. Deserves good things in life. So, now I'm really going to go. It's very hard to say goodbye to them on these things. Now I understand why it takes people 10 minutes to do it. Anyway, good night. Thank you for watching. If you hung around this long, you are amazing. Maybe there'll be a part 2. Someone may see this. If I know how to edit or know how to upload it to YouTube, I'll figure it out.